Hey guys, my name is Lou and welcome to my channel. Basically what this is just me wanting to talk because I don't have anyone to talk to and I'm not very good at talking to people in person, so I thought why not come on here and just talk about myself. Talk to myself because I have so many things that I want to talk about and so many things that I like and just I want to talk about and I have no one really to talk to about. So here I am with you guys. And so this is basically more for me than it is for you. And is that just an excuse for this not getting any views? Yes, it is. But yeah, I just thought I've always wanted to make videos, I've always wanted to do YouTube, but I've never had the balls to do it. And even now, I'm feeling really stressed out, even though I'm just sitting in my room talking to a screen, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm going to try and calm down and tell you a little bit more about myself and what I want to do with this. So, who, what, when, where, why? Who? Me. I'm Lou. Um, I'm just a regular guy who likes movies, basketball, pop culture, YouTube, doom scrolling on TikTok. So if you relate to any of those things, maybe you should stick around. And okay, next. Who, what? What is this? It's just a video that I want to kind of make once a week of me sitting in front of a screen and just talking about all the thoughts and things that I want to talk about from throughout the week. What? When? When? Once a week. Where? On YouTube, probably. I might end up posting clips on TikTok, or maybe even turn it into a podcast that you can listen to on Spotify. I have been told that I have a good voice for radio, which was really annoying when I was growing up because who the fuck wants to do radio? Anyway, who, what, when, where, why? Why? Because, as I said, I've always wanted to do something like this, and I just thought when I'm older, I'm probably going to regret not trying. So I'm taking a risk and trying something new, and yeah, this is me doing it. I'm probably going to talk about, well, at the moment, I don't really know the structure, but for now, I want to talk about three different things: basketball, movies, and music. So I'll probably divvy it up into three sections and then I might even cut them into their own separate videos. A basketball video, a movies video, and a music video. So let's get into it. Let's start with basketball. You're probably wondering, Luke, why am I going to trust you, an Australian, to tell me about basketball when I can listen to any other American talk about basketball, you know? Well, I'm here to tell you that I know more about basketball than 90% of Americans. And I'll do you one better. I think I know more about basketball than people that do sports media because I just love the game. And yeah, so if you're Australian or even if you're not Australian and you want to hear me talk about basketball, stay tuned and let me prove you wrong. I am. So let's just talk about what's going on in basketball right now. Obviously, the Knicks just won a championship, which is crazy. No one expected them to win. They were doubted all season, and they did it. I'm not gonna lie, was rooting for the Spurs in the finals because I am a Celtics fan, but not just because of that. I also really do like Wemby, and I know he's getting a lot of hate at the moment, but I do think he's going to be great, and it's just fun rooting for a young team. I see a lot in him, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle. They're just going to be good for a while now, and it's maybe it's all right that they didn't get this one because they've got a lot to come. You could tell that they were very inexperienced against this Knicks team that is very experienced. Um, De'Aaron Fox was supposed to be this kind of veteran leader on the team that was supposed to help them out in situations like this, and it just really didn't translate well. I mean, I do like De'Aaron Fox, but it was rough watching him try and shoot every single shot in the fourth quarter like he was 2021 Sacramento Kings, De'Aaron Fox. Like, he's just not. And I really hope this opens the Spurs' eyes into, not thinking we need to, we should trade Dylan Harper because we have De'Aaron Fox. I hope this has kind of opened their eyes into thinking, we have Dylan Harper, a rookie in his first finals that looked confident. I know he did make some few mistakes, but overall it was amazing. Like, he had an amazing series. And yeah, next, let's talk about the Knicks. Yes, I'm a Celtics fan, so obviously it does deeply hurt my heart that the Knicks won the championship, but I was watching the game and they just deserved it. Honestly, that finals performance from Jalen Brunson was one of the best finals performances I've ever seen in my life. Just as an individual performance, it felt like there was nothing that the Spurs could do to stop him. And literally in like the third and fourth quarter, while I was watching, I was like, has anybody else even scored? Which is crazy. You'd think someone 6'1", you'd be able to stop him. I'm taller than him, which is really sad to think about because I suck at basketball, but yeah, crazy. What else is happening in basketball? The Bucks. Let's talk about Giannis. And as a Celtics fan, I think I should have a say in my thoughts on this situation. I've just been hearing so much chat about Giannis leaving and coming to the Celtics, and I kind of just pushed it off because I was like, "There's no way that's going to happen." It's these talks always happen. Giannis wants to go somewhere, everyone wants him, whatever. But now that these reports are coming out that he could be traded to the Celtics within the next 72 hours, and even some reports coming out that Jaylen Brown could stay on the team, is pretty insane to think about. But if that was the case, the rest of the bench is going to be like a couple bags of chips and, you know, Peyton Pritchard. Probably not even Peyton Pritchard. Like, but being realistic, if that did happen, I think that Jaylen Brown would be leaving, and that does make me sad because I love Jaylen Brown, and he played so well this season. No matter what people say about him, he, I want him and Tatum to stay together. Everyone tries to put them apart, but I do love them both dearly, and I don't think, yeah, Giannis is cool. Like, the thought of having Giannis on our team, it is cool because Giannis is such a fun player. I love watching Giannis play, but I don't think that Giannis comes to this team and they're just a championship team. Like, we got we lost a 3-1 comeback. We lost a 3-1 lead this year with this team to Philly. Like, and then they got swept by the Knicks. Like, it's just Giannis doesn't come in and solve all our problems. What do we do about our center position? I mean, Giannis could play our center position, or it would be him and Nimi, and then the spacing on that is not very good. We'd have Tatum, who is a great shooter, but he's not like a spot up, just sniper. Got Giannis and then Nimi, who both really can't shoot. Giannis is, I guess, okay or getting better. You'd have to have Steph Curry in the front court. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't think it would really work out. But I guess we'll see what happens within this next 72 hours if Giannis is on the team or not. If he is, I will be copying a jersey. Don't get that twisted, but I also will be keeping my Jaylen Brown jersey because I love you, Jaylen Brown. Anyway, I think that's all for basketball for now. So, yeah, if you liked any of the points I said, or if I proved you wrong in any way, maybe an Aussie does have a little bit of ball knowledge. I don't know. Now let's talk about movies. Movies, pop culture, TV. I just love all of it, and I wanna talk to people about it. I want to express my feelings because I feel like I watch a movie and then I have all these thoughts and opinions about it, and I have no one to talk to about it. And I'm I do have people to talk to, but I'm not very good at talking to people about things. So just thought maybe if I'm by myself, I can just let it free. I can let it go. So, and in the future, I might be more prepared. This is kind of just really spontaneous, me doing this, honestly. Um, Pretty crazy for me, honestly. But yeah, I actually am really glad I'm doing this. I hope the audio is good because I don't want to record this again, trust me. So, movies. I went on a holiday last week, and on the plane there, I downloaded 2 films and 1 show. I finished one, I started the other, and I watched the first episode of the show. So basically, I'm going to be talking about those three. First movie I watched, Twinless, with Dylan O'Brien, and I don't know who the other guy is. Sorry. This movie was really good. Not what I expected at all. The first 20 minutes of the movie is what I expected. Like from what I saw in the trailer, I've only watched the trailer like once. What I saw in that trailer was what the first 20 minutes were, and it felt kind of nice. It was like this guy. I'm not trying to spoiler-free review. This guy meets his twin dies, and he goes to like an AA type of meeting for people that their twins have also died, and he meets this other guy who is gay, and his twin was straight. So they kind of get along because they were both had one gay, one straight twin, and they kind of get along. Dylan O'Brien's character is the straight guy whose gay twin died, and he starts finding comfort in this other guy. I forget the name. Sorry, it was like a week since I watched this movie, but he like calls him up to go to the grocery store, and then it's revealed that okay, spoiler warning, because I am going to spoil it's revealed that the other guy, his twin, he never even had a twin. He was just capping, and the reason he was capping is because he knew Dylan O'Brien's twin. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, sorry, don't know what's happening there. Yeah, so he's pretty much the reason why his twin is dead in in the gist of it, and it was a really powerful movie. I felt the emotions were high the whole movie. Dylan O'Brien did a really great job of acting miserable, and I wouldn't recommend this movie to anyone that has a twin because I just think it would be too much even to think about. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Next on the plane, I started watching Magazine Dreams featuring Jonathan Majors, and this movie was really just sad. It's basically just one person. Jonathan Majors plays this guy who's obsessed with bodybuilding and his physique, and he wants to be like these great bodybuilders, and he spends all day, his whole life, trying to achieve this. And it just is really sad because he is a weird guy. He doesn't really socialize very well, and I didn't get to the end of it because I had to stop watching. There was a scene where he just gotten beaten up. He has anger issues, and he had just gotten beaten up, and he's late to his show to show off, and he gets there, and oh my goodness, he's like covered in blood. He's on the stage flexing, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I had to turn it off. I was on the plane as well. I didn't want to be sick. So then I started watching the new Spider Noir series. Watched the first episode. I watched it in black and white because I actually didn't have the option to change it because I had downloaded it for the plane. But I think black and white is the best way to watch it. It was cool. I liked the character. I liked the whole vibe of the like. I don't know what era that is. Like olden era. Like the way they talked, the way they dressed. It was really cool. Nicolas Cage as Spider Noir was really cool. He's like this retired Spider-Man, and I was pretty surprised that the first like kind of villain was a Sandman. I was like not expecting when he said Flint, like it didn't even come to my brain that it would be Sandman, and I thought that was pretty cool. I know that the main villain I think is Man Spider, but haven't got to that part yet. Just watched the first episode, thought it was cool, and yeah, that's pretty much what I've watched for the week. I mean, if anyone does watch this video, I would like some suggestions maybe on what I should watch, and then maybe each week I can come back to you with what I thought of them. I've watched a lot of movies, but I really have a lot of movies I haven't watched. I want to expand my arsenal. Okay, next, music. I want to talk about music. I have been listening to so much Noah Khan. It's not even funny. It's like I try and listen to anything else. I was listening to Drake for a bit while Iceman was still fresh, but I just keep coming back to Noah Khan. His new album is amazing. And the thing I love about Noah Khan and why I'm like obsessed with him, he has a way of describing feelings that I never even knew I had. You know, I'm not a very good communicator. I don't even know how to describe the feelings, normal feelings, regular feelings. And the way he just he says something like a metaphor and it's just I'm like, whoa, that's exactly how I feel. But I never even thought of it being a feeling, you know? Um, and I just keep listening to these songs and they're all beautiful and unique in their own way. And I don't think I can't even imagine me not listening to this, to Noah Khan every day. It's kind of crazy. Noah Khan, I started listening to him 3 years ago and he's already like top five in my all time listening. And I started listening to music in 2017. So it's kind of scary. I need to maybe chill out. Then I can come back to him later on. But in between all that, I still have been listening to quite a bit of Little Peep as well. I know the contrast between Noah Khan and Little Peep is a bit crazy, but I was a big emo rap guy in high school. You know, Juice WRLD, X, Goodbye and Good Riddance, Juice WRLD, X, Trippy, Lil Peep, and I always tend to find myself coming back to them. Some more than others. I have found that coming back to X is always a bit difficult for me. I don't know why. It's maybe something to do with his music just hasn't aged as well as some of the other ones. Because at the time he was probably my favorite. But yeah, as I said, over time he's just the other ones have aged like Juice WRLD. It's like the same feeling I get when I listen to them the first time. And Lil Peep is a weird feeling because it's better than the first time I listened to it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I always end up coming back to those. Whereas new music, like as I said, Drake's Iceman, been listening to just whenever I feel like it. Come on, I listen to my DJ a lot, so he'll just start playing that shit. And like, I've recently gotten into the other Drake album, Made of Honor. I really hope I'm not talking too deep because when I was watching back clip from before, I was talking really deep, and you can barely even understand what I'm saying. Especially if you're not Australian, then you might not understand. So, trying my best to pronounce my words and keep a keep a good level of my voice. You know what I hated when I was growing up? I was always a very quiet kid, very shy, very introverted, and teachers or parents or whatever would always say, "Speak up." And that is like the worst possible thing you can hear when, especially when you have like a quiet voice. It's like, and you're in front of us, the whole entire classroom staring at you, and you're talking, and then they say, "Speak up." No one can hear you. Or you know what's the worst? When another student says, "Speak up." Like, who do you think you are? Like, it's like that makes me want to stop talking at all and go cry in the bathroom. You know what I mean? But yeah. And come to think of it, when I look back at like why I was always so quiet, or even still when I say something quietly, someone goes, "Huh? Like what?" Like sometimes I think I didn't even want to be heard. You know, it's like I say things with the intention of no one even actually hearing what I'm saying, and then being like, "Nothing. Don't worry about it." You know what I mean? I don't know if that is relatable, but yeah. In a more serious note, um, oh, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Something about speaking up. Oh yes, no. Oh yes, okay. But also, a reason why I wanted to start something like this where I can just talk is because, or why, a reason why I never have done it earlier. Because if you know me, I love stuff like this, YouTube, and I've always wanted to do something like this, but I never have. And it's weird because I'm getting older and it's like, why haven't I, looking back, I'm like, why haven't I started earlier? Maybe I'd be a bit more confident because I think in the back of my mind, I never thought that I deserved, you know, people to watch me, people to listen to me. I didn't think I had anything worth saying. You know what I mean? And I still don't know if I do, but I'm trying to get better and work on it. And you're seeing it real time. This is my first take doing this. I literally was at work yesterday and I was like, you know, when you're at work and you just like start thinking, you get like so much motivation because you're like, I hate what I'm doing right now. So I'm thinking of every single thing that I could do to not be doing this. Like, I'll be at work other times and I'll be like thinking about all the jobs I'm going to apply to when I get home. And then I get home and I have no motivation to do it. But like while I'm at work, I'm just like, because it's something not what I'm doing right now, which is awful, it's like my motivation is crazy. Yesterday at work, I was like, you know what? I have so many thoughts. I was just thinking all day. Like, I wasn't speaking to anyone, just in my head all day. And I was like, these thoughts are just going to waste. So I'm going to start a podcast. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was like, why not? You know, take a risk. What if someone enjoys it? You never know. So I thought, come home. I was like, I've got a cool little corner in my room. I can set it up. Got some posters, some just random shit. My dog, Batman. And I was like, I have so many things that I enjoy and want to talk about. Why not? I don't even care if no one watches it. And yeah, so that's what I did. I came home. Actually, I had a mental breakdown because I was like, this is terrible. No one's going to watch me. This mic is really shit. My camera quality is really terrible. I was like, it just looks so much better in my head, you know. But this is the best I can do. And I just thought, you know what? I should just do it. And here I am. And hopefully I'll get better at it. But, and I'll have more things to talk about because I don't even know how long this has been going on for. 20 minutes. I was also hoping to do these like an hour long episodes, but for now, 20 minutes is more than enough for me. Honestly, my heart is racing, and I don't know why. So, if you enjoyed this video, let me know, please. If you would like me to do more, talk more, if you want me to talk more basketball, talk more movies, talk more music, talk more nothing, anything, you know. This has been fun, and thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great day/week, and I will see you next time.